Hey, what is up? We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Australian versus My Advertising Pays Elite Google Hangout. And for those who are tuning in global from across the globe, welcome. And we have some special speakers on tonight, all the way
Hello?
from UK. And we'll start off. We're gonna make this short and sweet. And the purpose of this Google Hangout is for those who have heard of My Advertising Pays, or just sitting on the fence. We have genuine people to share their results with you guys. All right. So we'll start off. We're gonna make this short and sweet. We're gonna start off with the gentleman. All right, aka King of Maps, aka Machine. All right. This gentleman, all right, has generated $1.2 million every month in front sales with this My Advertising Pay system. All right, he's the first diamond member, global, folks. All right, when we're talking about global, the first diamond member to hit 1,200 credit packs at 9 weeks. All right, guys, allow me to introduce to you the man from all the way from UK. Simon Steps is in the house. What is going on, Simon?
Well, thanks for that fantastic introduction, Jets. You know, it's absolutely great to be here. And again, hi to everybody in Australia and New Zealand. You know, we're looking forward to coming over there, just so you're aware of that. You know, we're coming over there and we're going to do some, you know, hotel events out there and presentations and trainings. Okay, so literally, where do I start? Well, let me tell everybody my story, okay? So, and then we can go from there. Literally, you know, I've been a business owner for over 20 years, and 18 years I've been making money on the internet. And it was just now, what was it, 16 months ago, I got an instant message on Facebook from a good friend of mine, Mark Grabell, who I've known for over 5 years. And he said, Simon, how would you like to get paid to get traffic to your website? Now, here's the thing now. So I came into this business for the product. I wanted the product, the traffic, okay? I'm an internet marketer. I spent millions of dollars, and nobody has ever paid me to get traffic. So, again, this is a bit of training here. You know, lead with the product, guys. The product is phenomenal. I want traffic to my website, and I thought, hey, if I click on these 10 ads and I make a bit of an extra $100 a day, I'll be happy with that. So here's what happened, okay? So literally, so I started with 20 credit packs, a modest amount in the early days. Today, you know, it's not unusual for people to start with 100 credit packs. In fact, if you're watching this, I recommend 100. Start at a money loves speed and start at a good pace, and you'll really build your account fast. But ultimately, I started with 20. Literally, what happened was I was getting traffic to my website, and lo and behold, I started to click. I clicked on these 10 ads, and I started to see this profit share earnings going into my account balance, and I was thinking, wow, this is you know this is pretty awesome. So I was gearing up to go to Miami to pick up another check for just shy of $250,000 and all the glory and glamour on stage and the recognition, which is all fabulous, with another affiliate company. And I cancelled that trip because I realised that I can show anybody anywhere in the world. I mean, there's nobody who cannot make money here. And I decided to change all my marketing and lead with My Advertising Pays as a great online business opportunity where anybody, doesn't matter your background, you've never made money before, I can show how to make money here. So I switched my marketing around and I took massive action. You know, I'm a 15-hour a day guy. You know, I don't hang around. I take massive action. You know, I work like somebody's trying to take me away. I'm very, very driven. Even now, it's still relentless. You know, I don't ease off. That's just the way I am. So again, my first 12 months, I made over $840,000. Smashed $1 million in earnings, and again, I'm at a stage now where I'm earning over $40,000 a week. Now, again, my results aren't typical. It is the power of the online marketing industry and the online advertising industry. Seriously, it's so huge. You know, it's soon to become $1 trillion industry. So the money that you can make here is truly life-changing. You know, we've set up an event here. We started in the UK doing hotel presentations in London. And they've actually taken off throughout Europe in a big way now, and soon to be international as well. So it really has staggered me. Last week we were in Paris. A couple of weekends before that we were in Poland and Germany as well. And again, you know, we're going to Italy. Where else we're going? I mean, we're going to Portugal. this month as well. And of course, we're going to US next year. We're looking at doing Australia and South Africa and New Zealand, of course. So it just absolutely blows me away. I've never been so excited in my life. You know, we're seeing people, ordinary people who have never made money before, making money for the first time, being excited. You know, they're believing in themselves and the company. They've got their dream again, and most people, you know, in life tend to give up on their dreams. And you know, MAPS is a way for you to achieve your dreams. It really is. Just stay focused, I say, and focus on that magic 1200. And I've lost count how many people are hitting that now. And the reality is it's still only started now. It's still getting started. I mean, I want you to think about where this company will be in 6 months from now, and maybe 12 months from now, and 5 years from now. I mean, it doesn't even bear worth thinking about. We've got people quitting their day jobs and going full time, like Dave Finney. You know, again, 15 years in his day job, very, hated his day job, 12-hour shifts, and again, just getting by. You know, just in fact, you know, still in debt. That's the reality, and most people are like that now. He quit his day job, 8 months in, he hit the 1200 magic, 1200 diamond level. And now the guy, I've never seen him. He's on fire. He's making a phenomenal income, and again, his life's changed. So it's just great to be here. And again, it's a global opportunity, and you guys are out there in Australia and New Zealand doing fantastic things. Jets, congratulations! I know you hit the magic 1200 there also, and I know Kim's doing big things, and you're coming over to London on June the 18th. I mean, nobody's been in this company 18 months now. I mean, that's staggering, isn't it? So, again, you know, we're flat out here. You know, we're doing an event after an event. Tomorrow I'm in Birmingham and London at the weekend for another big presentation. And again, we've got a couple of events. I've got a hangout this afternoon and literally a lunch event, you know, that we're doing for lunch here. So I'm going to really have to dash pretty soon. So if you see me disappear, that means I've got another appointment here. But hey, Jets, you know, back over to you. I've shared my story. If you've got any questions you want to ask me now before, you know, in case I have to dash off, then by all means, fire away. So back to you, Jets.
No, that's fantastic, buddy. I know that you're busy, man, and just listening to your story, man, honestly, it's just phenomenal, man. I mean, everybody knows you. You know, you've actually taken this company to the next level, and it's just, you know, just watching you, you know, creating leaders worldwide. It's just phenomenal. Look, we're not going to hold you up, but I do appreciate for you to be here tonight here in Australia. I know that everybody wants to, you know, to have, you know, to have a piece of Simon. So look, my man, I appreciate that. We'll let you go. We'll understand if you have to take off. So, hey, thanks a lot, my man.
Okay. Well, I'll be here for a little while. I've got a few minutes, so I'm going to listen to some of you guys for a little bit.
Absolutely.
And if I disappear, right, you know where I've gone.
All right, excellent. No worries. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, no, all right. So, look, fellas, we have a few elite members from Australia and also New Zealand, and then we'll kind of like make this a battle thing with the elites. You know, we've always had this rugby league versus rugby with Australia and New Zealand. So we thought, hey, might as well gather some elites and you know, get to share the results with you guys. You know, people that are tuning in, people that are watching the video. You know, these people are just like you and I. You know, so we'll start off with a gentleman, Brad from Australia. Brad, you on, buddy?
Yep, sure am, Jets.
Go ahead, my man. Just share your story and what you experienced with the My Advertising page. How'd you get started, man?
Well, I was saying the other night, about 2008, I reckon, was probably the first time we were introduced to this this new way of earning money where you didn't have to trade your time for this multi-level marketing type thing. And we partnered with a couple of different companies, and no real success, but we learned a lot from it, and really opened our eyes to the potential of what could be done out there in the online world. So we started looking for some online opportunities. I don't know my sponsor personally. It was something that I'd just been following on Facebook for a little while, back and forwards, a few messages, a bit of negativity probably from me, a bit of skepticism, you know, maybe been burned a little bit in the past like some people have, and I just sat back with a healthy level of curiosity and at least an open mind, and had a little bit of a chat back and forwards to see what this fellow had to say. and I started watching his results, among others, such as Simon and the guys that were more well known to the business at that time. This was June last year, and I thought, I'm going to kick myself if I don't do something with this. So I joined. I didn't do much with it initially. Just sat back, played with it a little bit. Started to see a few results. Joined the chat rooms. Started to see results there, and I thought this is probably the real deal. I think this is the real deal. We're really onto something here. So we started just doing a little bit of referring, and I didn't start with massive credit packs. I think I started with about 8 credit packs, and within about 2 weeks, I think I was up to about 20 credit packs, as we do. It's a bit addictive, isn't it? So from there, I think I purchased probably 2 or 3 a month on average, just in those early days, and the rest was from earnings, and it's taken a little while, but we've just gone over the 250 credit pack mark, which is a bit of a milestone for us, and onwards and upwards.
Yeah, absolutely, my man. Hey, so how many credit packs you have now, Brad?
254. Yeah.
250. Phenomenal, man. Fantastic, buddy. And yeah, do you have any? Do you have a tip? Do you want to give one tip for those guys that are out there and still kind of like on the fence and can give one tip, buddy?
Oh, I think just give it a go. I mean, there's nothing to lose. We can spend our money on worse things, and 100% of people earn. So we've got nothing to lose. And I think there's only one piece of advice, really, isn't there? It's just buy more, buy more.
Yeah. All right, appreciate that, Brad. Thank you so much for that, buddy. All right, so all the way from New Zealand. All right, we're gonna go back and forth, New Zealand, Australia. We have Leith. Leith, are you there, my man? Just unmute your mic, brother, and yeah.
Hey, Jets. Yeah, I'm here. Hey, man, really excited to be here. It's been quite a journey for me too, and it all started around December 2013 when we had some friends over for a barbecue to celebrate the new year coming in. And they had some big news for us. They told us that they were both quitting their jobs and they were going to travel around the world and purely make money online. Well, they've now recently left for their 2nd year abroad, and still doing exactly what they had planned, and they are making a full-time income purely online. And it took me about 5 months of following them, seeing their progress, seeing their photos around the world, what they're doing, where they're going, and then eventually it caught my attention, and I was like, oh my goodness, I really need to reach out and ask how they're actually doing this. I've always heard of people making money online, but never actually been aware of how people do it. And yeah, one of the programs they referred me to was My Advertising Pays, and never looked back really. From that point, bought 40 credit packs, and eventually start seeing the profit share just start ticking into your account. You buy more, and now I'm sitting at over 400 packs. I've withdrawn a little under $4,000 US, and yeah, man, really loving the company, and really starting to get into the advertising side of My Advertising Pays, which a lot of the big guys talk about. And that's one aspect we're really starting to utilize now, is looking at the traffic and the advertising, and that's really becoming an extra income on top of the profit share. So, yeah, man, and My Advertising Page really does what you guys say it does, and that's really exciting.
Oh, excellent. Hey, exactly. Just like Leith said, it's not just about the compensation plan, the business plan side of things, but most importantly, our traffic, and what Leith just said, that our traffic is quality. It's not just people are actually generating sales from our traffic platform. And one of the gentlemen later on, which I will introduce you later on, about with the success on our platform. But next, we'll appreciate that. Thanks for that, Leith. You're the man. All right, so we have back to Australia. We have Ian Spencer from Central Coast, by the way. There you go.
Hi there. How is everybody?
Yeah, good,
yeah, I basically started in internet marketing about 5 years ago, and like a lot of people, I've lost over 25 grand on other programs, which was a total waste, but it was a good learning curve. Now with Maps, I joined end of June last year. Bought 1 pack. The next day, once I saw that 1 pack worked, next day bought 20. And constantly buying. So I'm up to 380 now, and I'll certainly bet 1,200 this year. ASAP, as you and I, Jets, we've spoken about this. Yeah, I see a big future for Maps in Australia, as Jets knows, and a few of you all know. We're pushing ahead with events and Google Coffee Hangouts and meet and greets. We're off to Melbourne on Saturday, and another one in Sydney the weekend after. So I love the business. I love dealing with the people. I love talking to the people. I love helping out whoever wants a hand. I'm just really, really enjoying it. It is a real family atmosphere.
I appreciate it, Ian. So,
yeah, my pleasure.
What do you have? What advice do you have for those who are tuning in and watching this video live? Sorry, what's your number one tip?
Well, but basically, to get started, I think everybody should be buying a minimum of 20. Although it is an expense, and a lot of people go, well, you know, what if I'm going to get ripped off again? Buy one, see that it works, like I did. Next day, buy 20, and just keep buying. Buy more. Every time you can, buy, repurchase from your back office. Just keep moving ahead. You know, talk to people about it. Get on a personal level with people, and they love it. That's really, really probably all most people can do.
I like that. Exactly. That's one of the things as well, is to connect. You know, reach out to those people that, you know, I mean, I know that a lot of people out there that has you know, referrals and you know, I mean, you don't know what they're thinking of. So you basically, you know, it's that giving that extra effort to reach out to them, and because you don't know if they, you know, some members are still trying to figure out their way around the system, and you know, just to reach out to them makes a big difference, you know. All right, appreciate that, Ian. Thanks for that, buddy. And we're looking forward to we're going to Melbourne this Saturday, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to jumping on the plane, buddy.
All right, excellent. All right, thanks to that, buddy. All right, all the way from New Zealand, we have George Fuka. Hey, George, you there, buddy?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear, buddy.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys, yeah. First of all, I was born in Tonga, raised in New Zealand. Actually living in Australia now, in Sydney. Yeah, like I've been in the market for probably 3 years, but I haven't really earned anything. I got a hold of Jets. I actually wanted to meet another fellow Tongan who was in like a company that works, and then, you know, Jets was telling me buy more. I started off with 1 pack. I went to 2 credit packs, and then, you know, like I've got a family to support, so every week I buy 2 credit packs. I've recently reached a elite member probably 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm enjoying getting paid every hour from a profit share. Yep, and again, my results are not typical. The product's amazing. I actually made my first sale from the Maps traffic 3 weeks ago, and it's, yeah, I'm loving it so far. I'm kind of short. Like, if I have I'm one advice to everybody I'm listening through, it's like to actually start off with like a good amount of packs. And like Simon said, I did study mathematics in university, and I think 100 packs speeds it up really fast. 20 for those who like don't really have it. Otherwise, you can join me. Like, I buy whenever I can, like 2, 3 every week. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, thanks, Dolo. All right, so we'll move back to Australia. Gay Roberts, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, I lost reception there for a while, so that's living in a little regional town for you. So,
yeah, go ahead, share your story with My Advertising Page, how you got started, and give everyone that's watching our live hangout, you know, any advice, quick tip.
Okay, started last June, and Brad, at the end of the pictures there, he's my sponsor. Brad initially sent me a link and said, look, you know, have a look at this. And after having been burnt severely in another organisation, I was a little bit shy and thought, look, you know, I've been dabbling online for more years than I care to think about. started off my career in Amway in 1983. It's a long time ago. But yeah, so to this point in time, not a lot has happened financially. So needless to say, I was a little bit shy about getting involved with anything further, but decided, actually it was Simon who, I started seeing Simon's results coming through on Facebook about October, and I just thought, you've got to be kidding, this is unbelievable. So I spoke to Brad and I just said, look, you know, I'm in, I've got to do something here, and I think he agreed at the same time almost that it's time to turn the light on. So that's what started me off. I started off with 4 packs, and of course, given my financial situation at the time, that was about it. And of course, I'm now up to 122, I think it is today, and that's a combination of purchases and my own earnings. But look, I hate cliches, but I'm addicted. And as I shared with a couple of you guys the other night, I've even got my boat sitting out on the front footpath up for sale. I'm trying to do everything possible to get credit back. So if it stands still long enough inside the house, it'll be sold. So I keep telling my dogs to keep moving. So yeah, but my advice to anyone who's wanting to look at an amazing business, look, you know, I work at home. I'm nearly 61 years of age. I love working at home, and this is by far the best business I've ever come across in my entire life. It is so simple, as we all know, but trying to, you know, reach out to people outside of MATS and let them know just how simplistic it really is. That's the key. But my advice is just get started and just do whatever it takes to get in there and switch this thing on, because you will not regret it. So that's me done.
I appreciate that. Thank you for that, Gay. Now, she is addicted, folks. You heard what she said. She's got her boat for sale. What do you reckon, Simon? That's addicted, right? Fantastic. Appreciate that, Gay. Also, all right. Next gentleman, all right, that I'm about to introduce you guys is our very first New Zealand Diamond member, Kim Little, everybody. What is up, Kim? Unmute your mic, buddy. Unmute your mic. Yeah. Say something. I do apologize about that, folks. By the way, Kim Little. All right, obviously he has some technical issues there with his audio, but it's all good. I'll speak on his behalf. Oh, was that you, Kim? All right, but anyways, folks, Kim Little is our very first Diamond member from New Zealand, and he also, he also took this. Apparently, he's a Sparky by trade, and My Advertising Pays. My Advertising Pays is his very first online business that he stumbled across, and he was considered himself very lucky that he came across Maps. I think it was from YouTube, someone's YouTube channel. But anyways, he's a Sparky by trade, and he saw the opportunity, he saw the business, he fell in love with it, and he just ran with it, folks. And then a couple of months later, he became the first New Zealand Diamond member for My Advertising Pays. I do apologize that, Kim, that you can't share your story with us, buddy, but that's all good, man. Listen, all right, so who do we have? All right, guys, was that you, Kim? No. No. All right, guys, I appreciate that. All right, a little bit about myself. My name is Jets Fafita, and for those who don't know me, those who are tuning in, watching across the globe, look, my name is Jets Fafita. I've been in internet marketing for 7 years, and look, just like these guys, I had my fair share of getting burnt. For those who came across scams out there, I mean it's a ruthless world. I started this 7 years ago, and it was 2 years from when I started, I gave up. Not that I gave up, I just thought I'd give it a rest, actually. I then, thought 2 years later, I thought I'd give it another chance, give it another crack. Look, I just stuck to it. I stumbled across Mike Dees, the owner of My Advertising Pays, connected with the gentleman right away. He shared his vision, his system with me, and and also with as well. And we just took it from there. We just ran with it. Over 1 year now, it's been just over 100,000 members. Now, look, I'm the first Australian Diamond member, by the way. For those who don't know me, my original background is Polynesian. I'm part Tongan and part Niuean. I was born in New Zealand and then migrated to Australia. So I still call myself first Australian Diamond member. Look, so my tip for you guys, look, I repurchased from the system. Okay, not only that I repurchase from the system itself, right? I don't just rely on the system from the profit share, because I'm so addicted. If you guys really want to hit that magic number, that 1,200 number, it is achievable. My results is not typical, but it is achievable. All right, so I don't just rely on the system, even though it's generating every hour, right? So what I do is I purchase. I'm not afraid to buy more packs out of my pocket. So I stuck with 20 credit packs. I purchased 20 credit packs out of my pocket. Now, you guys don't have to do that. You get 5, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. But if you stick to that game plan and also earn from the profit share, look, you will achieve it. All right, you will achieve success. And I'm telling you right now, that this is the very first time that I've actually generated $9,000 US in just 2 weeks, folks. And have I generated that kind of money before? Never, never. That was in US. It came to my bank account here in Australia, just under $12,000 Australian. Maybe some of you guys seen that video proof, me in the van going to the bank. Maybe you guys haven't, but if you guys do, check out my video channel. But listen, like I said, be addicted. All right, buy more. All right, buy more every month. Set yourself a goal. Okay, that will just boost your credit packs. All right, more earnings. The more earnings you generate, all right, the more credit packs you have. All right, the more earnings you'll generate. Okay, not just that, folks. If you guys really want to take this business to the next level, all right, refer. All right, refer others to this phenomenal business. All right, this My Advertising Pays system is not for us to keep to ourselves. No way. All right, share it out there. Let the world know about us. You know what I mean? Because when they start purchasing credit packs, you also earn commissions from that. I mean, this is not a multi-level marketing business. All right, we are an advertising platform, but all right, our compensation plan is phenomenal, folks. You don't have to refer others. All right, if you don't want to, you still get paid. But if you want to refer others, if you want to take it to the next level, then hey, by all means, spread the word, Mockingbird. All right, guys, we're gonna quickly. I'm going to introduce to you guys our executive for My Advertising Pays that made an effort to be here tonight for you guys, for you guys that's here today, and also those who are watching. Also a personal friend. I've known this gentleman for 3 years now. We're all connected as a team, genuine team. Mike got us together. We're all connected. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to introduce you, my friend, and also executive for My Advertising Pays. Tony, how was that, buddy?
Thank you very much for that, Jets, and thank you everybody for sharing your story on the Google Hangout today. One of the first ones, I believe, in Australia and New Zealand. It was a good idea actually for the bouncing back and forth, which is fantastic. I suppose where I want to start off, I want to describe to you why My Advertising Pays was born, and a little bit more on who Mike Dees is and what he is about, because I think that's the key fact in my advertising pays. Having a great program is one thing, but understanding the abilities and the honesty of the owner is another thing. It's a different story altogether, and it's quite important. And also, Simon Stepsey, as Jets rightly did build him up, he has been incredible. Was our first major leader from the UK. He worked tirelessly, and it's because of Simon the whole thing really did take off. And then he introduced the Germans, and unfortunately, right now they're flying with it and doing extremely well. So brilliant, Simon. Well done. So, who's Mike Dees and why was my advertising pays born? Well, Lynn and I, we've been in business 25 years in traditional brick and mortar business in the UK. And a more recent one we were involved or running was a double glazing company installing windows and doors in people's houses, a building company basically. And the economy since 2008 has struggled in the UK. And year on year, we reduced from a 4 million turnover to just over 1 million because of the economy. And as we were struggling as a business, as business owners, we were looking for alternatives and to try and find out how we can improve our business. And one of the things that became very clear in 2011 was the birth of the internet in terms of sales, advertising online. And we had to look at that very seriously. And during the course of late 2000 and 2012, Lynn and I decided to look heavily into network marketing. For a number of reasons. One was to help our existing failing business, but more importantly, it was an opportunity to obviously generate some rather incredible incomes that you hear about. When we first got started, we didn't go into it blindly. We fully expected that there were some opportunities that looked good, but actually weren't. So what we decided to do was we selected 20 different companies. Some were taken from advice from people we knew, and others we just picked out as if you were picking them out of a hat. And we put a small amount in some, a little bit more in others, and we began to go on what we believe was a 2-year apprenticeship. As you'd expect, you're going to get some losses, and that's the thing about these businesses. Don't expect that you're going to win with everyone, and they sometimes look very, very attractive, but not necessarily when you get into them. So you need to do your due diligence. The most important fact along the way was meeting the right people, because really that's what it's all about, meeting the right people in the industry. Many of these business owners, fly-by-night people, you will find they've got false names, they hide behind the mask, and you never get to really find out who they are. If that's the case, you can't get to who that owner is, don't get involved with that business. It's quite simple and straightforward. So we met the right people. We met a number of great leaders in the world, including Simon Mark Gobrill, Duncan Wood, and many other people that we began to learn from and trust as they taught us about network marketing. We'd been in business and very experienced at running a business, but not experienced in this world of network marketing because it's a very new place and very exciting. And as Simon pointed out earlier, there's $1 billion a day being spent advertising online. And just that fact alone should excite people and to look at it seriously when they consider what they want to do next to improve their lifestyle, their standard of living. One of the people we met along the way was Mike Dees. Back in early 2012, Lynn started following his blogs online, and for educational purposes, we appreciated that this guy knew what he was talking about, and he had a very honest and open approach to the market. So we did follow his blogs, and indeed, we took his advice and joined a couple of companies, and they did exactly what he said they would do, which was great. We eventually started to make contact with him via email and follow up on his blog and get to know him a little bit via email. And we became, if you like, network friends, Lynn, myself and Mike, over the internet during the course of 2012. We were doing quite well in a number of network marketing businesses through that period. But unfortunately, in early 2013, many of these businesses started falling over, and some that have been around for quite a number of years So I can understand all you guys, and your experience has been quite poor recently because too many have failed in 2013, 2014, and it does make people very skeptical and cautious, more cautious than it used to a few years ago. Why do I think that was? My belief is that in 2012, the world seemed to wake up overnight with network marketing online on the internet. Network marketing, as we know, has been around, as Gay said, back in the 80s as Amway, and it's been a very successful company, and many people have made a lot of money selling Amway's products over the years. But the internet made it much easier. And in 2012, when it really started to take off, there's probably a few 100,000 good leaders in network marketing across the world. But when you've got thousands of companies every month coming online, what was happening is some of these leaders were getting very confused and joining too many programs and finding it very difficult to keep up with them. And as a consequence of that, I believe many of these companies, their sales got watered down and they couldn't sustain their cash flow, and that's why a lot of businesses failed. As a consequence of that, in early 2013, Mike Dees wrote to Lynn, and he said to Lynn, he said, I cannot do this anymore. He said, I'm thinking of leaving the industry. And Lynn said, well, why? And he said, because I can't recommend a program to anybody and then it fails. I don't want to be the one that recommends somebody puts the last $50 or $100 into a program because I think it's a good program and it falls over and I can't do it anymore. And so Lynn said to him, what are you going to do, Mike? And he said, well, the only way I would stay in this industry is by building my own company. I've got some ideas. I'm going to disappear for 3 months, and I will be building my own company in that time, and then I'll be coming back to everybody. And we said, great, fantastic. Lynn and I were considering the same thing at that time, actually. We'd picked up enough experience of the network marketing, and we employed IT people and marketing people, so we were going to look at building our own. But sure enough, 3 months later, Mike Dees did come back. He put a call to action out. Lynn responded to it, and we got chatting again online. And he said, I've got it. I've got this company idea. It's called My Advertising Pays, and I'd like to share it with you guys. So we said, yeah, fine. And we organised a Skype meeting with Mike that day. As we finished our office work that day, we went home. We then got on Skype with Mike, and we had a 3.5 to 4 hour Skype meeting, and it was the first time we'd met him face to face, even though it was over a computer. As you know, guys like this on Google Hangouts, it's very good at getting your image and message across to people. And we got to know Mike Dees and began to trust him a lot more than we'd already started to build a trust up as a network marketer. And we knew he was an honest guy and a guy with integrity and good knowledge in this industry. But after this meeting, Lynn and I sat down and we decided within a few days that he was that advanced with his ideas and that we had got on so well, we decided to shelve our idea and join Mike in building My Advertising Pays, and that's exactly what happened in June 2013. We initially came on with Mike to offer the first level of customer support as we started to introduce My Advertising Pays to the world. But as I said, along the way, Lynn and I had met a number of quality leaders in the industry who were involved with lots of other programs at the time, some very exciting and some not so exciting. And we introduced those people to My Advertising Pays, explained how we'd met Mike Dees. And when we then got the face of My Advertising Pays to show the people, they also found it very interesting and thought it was going to be a successful opportunity. And as a consequence of that, in December 2013, it took off. It took off in an amazing way. Obviously, Simon was involved at that time. He was working very, very hard, introducing new people, and it grew so fast. We were gobsmacked with it all. In early January, or mid-January, I think it was, Mike realised that it was time that Lynn, myself, and him had to get together and discuss the building of My Advertising Pays, and indeed the administration. This business is now too big for one man to run it, and so we agreed that we would go over and meet Mike Dees, and we spent 5 weeks with Mike Dees in the States back in March 2014, and we basically completed, all the three of us, a total and utter confidence and trust in each other. And we realised not only are we good business friends, but we're also now good personal friends. And it was an incredible time out there with him as we looked into the excitement of My Advertising Page as it began to rock and roll back in 2014. Lynn and I joined Mike on the board of My Advertising Page, and as Jeff rightly pointed out, we're executives of the company, and we wouldn't put ourselves in that position unless we felt totally convinced about this guy. And Mike Dees is one of the greatest network marketers that I've met, that has incredible business acumen, but coupled with that, honesty and integrity like I've never met in anybody. And I've had a few business partners over the years, and it's very difficult to find the right people. But believe me, Lynn and I know when we found the right people, and Mike Dees is an incredible guy. I might look a bit dog-eared at the moment because I've just got back from being with Mike again. Lynn and I have been out there for another 5 weeks this year, and I'm a bit groggy because I haven't got through my jet lag yet. But what I can tell you is this business hasn't even got started yet. It has literally been building a foundation now for a little over 16 months. It's becoming incredibly exciting. The fire hasn't been lit. There's a number of things coming on this year which is really going to set the thing on fire and put us literally on the global map. People are beginning to look at us now because there are certain measures and radars. Once you get above those radars, the world of the heavy financial industry, like the top end of the global leaders, start to look at businesses like My Advertising Page, and that's exactly what's going on. Up until now, we've been a very small group of network marketers. We've reached 135,000, I think, as we speak now. And over this period, in the last 6 months, it's really started to gather momentum. And as a consequence of that, the traffic on the site has become enormous. We've hit 60 million page views in the last 30 days, which is absolutely staggering. As a consequence of that, Lynn, Mike and myself have been discussing lots of different products and projects for this year that we're going to bring on. And we're now ready to take My Advertising Page out to the world, to those people now, to advertise on My Advertising Page and bring a large amount of external revenue into the company, which is just going to make it take off in a massive way. And we're very, very excited that all these things have been put in place, and it shouldn't take long to begin to do that. What you're going to start to see when you try to log in the next week or so is you will have login details that will ask you a question. And that information is going to be gathered in the database, and we're building statistics, facts and figures up. So when we go to the commercial world of advertising, we will be able to tell them exactly what to advertise and where to advertise on our site. It's never been done before. And let me tell you, this is the biggest thing I've ever been involved with. And Lynn and I have been in some incredible businesses. This beats the whole lot of them. It's amazing. So back over to you, Jets. I hope that gives people a little bit of confidence.
Oh, mate, fantastic! I appreciate that, Tony, man. And like Tony said, you know, they just came from the U.S. as well. They spent 5 weeks with our CEO, Mike Dees, and you know, just to discuss about ideas and products and where My Advertising Page will be in the next, you know, taking us to the next level. So these guys are just constantly thinking of ideas and you know, like Tony said, this Mike Dees, you know, he's, I mean, you know, with Tony, it's different when I'm when I'm talking to Mike, but when you're actually meeting him in person and just sitting down with him and just masterminding, it's just phenomenal. It's just exciting just to hear from Tony that, you know, we will just give us that confidence that you know, that we will be here in 1 year's time, we will be here in 2 years' time, you know. So all right, Tony, appreciate that, brother. Listen, all right, we're gonna quickly go through for questions, yeah, and then before we do that, I did miss someone because I thought that she was offline. Kalina Morton,
yeah.
Kalina Morton, are you there? Save the best for last, my friend. Just unmute your mic.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes.
That could be bad. No. Okay, so I've been with MAP since February. I have been in online businesses for about 4 years, but you know, was selling a product and things like that. Kind of got over it, having to rely on a product to sell to be able to have an income, and then I just went looking for something else. Went to my local newsagent, got the Online Opportunities magazine, picked it up, took it home, had a look, came across someone in there, and then they pointed me in the direction of Maps, and I got started pretty much straight away. Brought one credit pack, woke up the next morning, had an awesome 78 cents, and then I was like, this is not going to last. And then bought 137 credit packs, and it's good to wake up to have money without nagging people to buy something. So yeah, for the 1,200 credit packs as soon as possible. June next year.
All right, excellent. Appreciate it, Colleen. You're cutting off a bit, but we did hear the 1,200 credit packs by June next year. Was that correct?
Yes.
All right, excellent.
Hopefully before then.
So what's your advice? What's your tip for those who are tuning in?
I think to what George said, gonna get a decent amount of packs straight up, get them working faster for you, and that would be it.
Oh, cool. All right, appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna go through questions. Yeah, I'm sure that you guys are excited to ask questions. So we're gonna hit one question per person, and we'll start off with Brad. Brad, you want to ask any questions for Tony, my man? Just unmute your mic, buddy.
No idea. No. Good to hear the where Maps is going, it's come from, where it's going. And it's probably answered a lot of questions anyway. And a bit of belief in some people may have wondered where it's going. I don't have any personal questions, so I'll let somebody else have a go.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. You're making it too easy for Tony, buddy. All right, Robert, do you have any questions? Do you have one question, Rob? Gay, you have one question?
Yes, I do.
All right,
and it's
sweet, buddy.
Very simplistic question to Tony. Hi, Tony. Is it going to be possible for people to bring in their wives or their husbands into the business? Is there going to be some sort of qualifying period for that to happen? Because I know at the moment you can't have a spouse involved.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right now, Gay, we can't see that happening. And the very simple reason for it is referral commission fraud. Too many people, unfortunately, were fraud in the system. And because we're growing so fast, it became very difficult to control it and police it. So we've now had to put the ruling in as one person per household. That's it.
That's fine. That's fine. Will there be?
It's just to protect the company and the members.
Right. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. That's okay. I understand that totally. So thank you for that.
All right, sweet.
No problem.
Ian.
Yes, buddy. One question. Okay. Hello, Tony. Where do you see Maps future, say, in 5 to 10 years?
$1 billion company.
Awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
It will definitely be that.
Fantastic.
It's not pie in the sky figures either. These are real numbers based on what we're going to introduce.
Fantastic. That's all I wanted to hear.
Beautiful. All right, George, question?
Yeah, Tony. Thanks, Tony. Will there be any big events around New Zealand or Australia in the near future? That
as you heard Simon earlier, and the Germans, they are ready and kitted out to travel the world with this. They're going to take it global. And there's some incredible leaders that will be putting on events all over Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, nice. Oh, cheers. Yeah, that was my question.
And when you meet them, you'll be very impressed with them.
Looking forward to meeting all of you.
All right, excellent.
Good.
Kalina, question. No question. All right. I'm sure
No.
Leith has a question. All right, cool. Leith.
No question. No question for me either. Hey Tony, every time I've had a question, there's never been any worry about contacting either yourself, Jets, or even Tony, and making contact with the company. And you guys have always been free and willing to answer whatever questions I've had. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy, and nothing from our side at the moment.
All right, beautiful. All right, awesome. Kim, any chance of you coming? Did you? How's your audio, buddy? Still mute?
Can you hear me at all?
Oh my goodness, there you go.
Jesus.
Look, give me a sec. Let me just start this over. Ladies and gentlemen, first Diamond member, Kim Little.
Yay! Thanks, guys. I don't want to be too modest, but I'm just a tradie, and all this was really overwhelming when I first started this business. So I was like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm willing to give it a try. And honestly, as soon as I started the business, bought a few packs, I was earning straight away, and I was really excited. I was like, shit, this is awesome. I'm going to put some more effort into this and get it going faster, because it's a hell of a lot easier than in that traffic every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, dealing with it coming home. And this is a real opportunity for everyone to earn some money, whether it's extra money to pay your bills, it's extra money to supplement your wage, or get rid of your job. And anyway, I took the chance, and it was the best thing I ever did. I sold some 80s skateboards that were my pride and joy, and I really didn't want to sell them, but it was the best thing I ever did, because my money made money, and from Maps, really, I've built basically a network market around Maps. I had to join Maps to learn how to market, learn how to be a network marketer, to learn all these things. And like Maps has basically supported me, because you're always earning money. You know? You're always getting paid. Give you results, share those results, and that also gets people's interest. And to cut a story short, I've become a Diamond member, so 1,200 credit packs. My money made money, and all that whole time I've been advertising and promoting other products and businesses and learning, and it's just been fantastic. I've loved every minute of it, and Maps is really my life now. and Tony, that spin the wheel was awesome, mate. I brought some advertising last night on it, 2,000 views. I got like 40 opt-ins overnight, 3 sales. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, I'm really loving the advertising, and whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it and don't stop. And I recommend this business to everybody, even the people that don't have a lot of money but are willing to give something a go, because it really does work. It's free to join. Once you join, you can join our Facebook groups, and we'll bring you in. It's a big family, and you can talk to anybody, and everybody will help you. And that's the beauty about this business, is you can actually see behind the doors. You can see that everybody's making success, and everybody is willing to help you. And if you just put a bit of effort, a bit of action, and get it started, you can accomplish anything.
All right. And like Kim just said, the traffic as well is phenomenal. This is not, people tend to forget about the quality of our traffic. It's not just about the compensation plan that we get to generate from the profit share, but also the traffic folks, all right? And that is the most important thing that we need to share out there as well. Our traffic is tier 1 traffic. Kim, while you're there, buddy, one question, man, for Tony.
Mate, I just had a question, really. I'm coming to London, and is the beer good over there?
Great to see you, Kim.
Because I'm coming to London, but my only question would be really is there any, you guys are doing really well with advertising, is there going to be any more advertising things coming in the business within the next 12 months?
Yes.
Some new advertising?
Yeah, we've got AdSense, pay-per-click. There's 6. Let me just get my notes. Hold on. We're bringing solo ads, login ads, pay-per-click, more specific banner advertising. That we're going to call it. I think everybody's heard of AdSense. We're actually going to create a MapSense, which will be very similar in its performance to AdSense. And then the publisher platform for everybody as well. So you'll be able to actually publish your own website on the site.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
There's a lot of things in the mixing pot right now.
Yeah, well, just whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. It's working great.
We will do, don't you worry.
Tony, can you hear me, bud?
I can hear you very well, yes.
Kim said, how's the beer in UK?
How's the beer? The beer is very good in the UK. But it's a bit stronger than most other countries. People struggle. For some reason, they get wobbly legs.
Well, you've got myself and Kim that will be traveling to UK this June. So, you know, we're myself and Kim, so whoever that wants to tag along, feel free. We're going to be attending the London event June 13th of this year, and looking forward to meet a lot of leaders from Germany, also from you know, from UK, Simon Stepsis, Tony Booth, and the lovely wife Liv Booth. She's gonna kill me for this. But guys, listen, appreciate it. I appreciate for you guys to you know, share your testimony and your stories with, you know, worldwide, and because this is what people needs to hear, not just scripts, or, you know, this is live, folks. You know, and reach out. You know, reach out to the people that you know, that invited you to this event. You know, share this video. You know, and you know, reach out to the people that you're seeing on the panel that's on the call right now. You know, because these people are real. These people are genuine. You know, these are real results, folks. You know, and results not typical, but you know, these guys are actually achieving it. You know, those who haven't you know, made money online before are finally starting to make money for the first time. Are actually making money.
That's right.
And you know, so guys, appreciate that. And this is live. And hey, you know, does anyone want to say any last words? Anything? No.
One last thing to say, James. Anybody else go? You're welcome to go first, but I'll just finish the statement off at the end.
Yep, you can finish it up, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah. One of the things we haven't quite clarified on this hangout is that we've talked about the quality of advertising. To give you some understanding of how good the advertising is, in our company in the UK, we were spending £500,000 a year advertising on the internet, and I employed experts to show me where and how to advertise on the sites around the globe. Around our country, I should say. And we were getting click-through rates of about 0.5%. And I was very frustrated at that, but I was told that's typical on any Google or whatever platform you choose to advertise. That's about the right sort of click-through rate. If you're doing that, you're doing very well. I found that staggering. Click-through rates on my advertising pays, you don't see anything less than 7 or 8%, and the average is around about 10-12% these days. It's 20 times more, and it's very simple mathematics. If you've got 20 times more people visiting your opportunity or website, you've straight away got 20 times more in sales. It's that simple. That's basically how it works. And I want to finish off with something, a statement that sticks with me. We've talked about the past. Some of you guys have struggled with many different companies, and of course you're becoming confident in this marketplace because of that. And I don't blame anybody when they've been knocked and lost money and had difficulties. But yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is the present, and that's why we call it a gift. And my gift to you guys is My Advertising Pays. Buy more credit packs, build your business, and share it with as many people as you can. Take care.